Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? John Cox coming back at you guys with another legislative update here from Kentucky. So, just like always, if you aren't interested in that, then go ahead and cut this off. It's been a couple weeks since I've done a video. I apologize for that. One part of the state of politics that is tough is that man, stuff's just always in flux. I mean, sometimes you don't even know what is going on or even what to tell people. I mean, so it's one thing that has definitely became very apparent to me that maybe all the politicians' silence isn't always on purpose. They a lot of times just probably don't know what's happening themselves. So I'm going to be doing another video later today about another bill, a couple bills we've been working on that I think are super important. And guys, we just got a good group of people here, like in our our JCPS group here and all other groups throughout the state, that people just have a good eye as far as like finding things that are pertaining to education and finding good bills that we can fix or strengthen. And we've gotten lucky and we've developed some relationships where we've been able to get some stuff happen and get our names attached to stuff. And so it's just been a really cool experience, like always, like I've been saying all along. Today I want to get back to like HB 51. I feel like I've kind of veered away from that and maybe got too big for my britches on some things and gotten away from the fundamentals and the basic things we were trying to do from the jump. So this video is I'm going to do another video later, but this one is solely going to be discussing HB 51. So getting rid of masking and testing and protecting kids from the vaccine, the COVID vaccine, all that stuff. A lot of people think this bill doesn't matter anymore because all these counties are going green and masks are optional now, but it's not what this isn't a mask, but that isn't what this is about or what I've been in there fighting for. I mean, we're talking about like a fundamental shift in what school boards are going to be responsible for going forward, and literally says like as parents and students being in constant flux of wondering what's going to be required of you, what's going to be expected of you. Like, you better keep some masks in your backpack. You better be ready for class to get canceled at any moment. All that kind of stuff. So I mean, it's still very, very important, and schools haven't yet started trying to require vaccination of children yet. But this isn't a conspiracy theory. I mean, it's happening in other places. So why don't let's stop being so reactionary as a legislative body and let's be proactive and shed stuff in a positive light and be truthful with what we're trying to do and explain our ideas to people, and let's win the war of ideas. If we can't do that, then that's on us. So I feel like we've done that on this issue. I mean, we literally took a bill that was on no one's radar in the House and got it on their radar, got our language into it, got it out of committee, got it passed through the whole chamber, and now it's just sitting here on the other side. One thing I will say is my quest to work through the Senate has not been as easy as it was on the House side. Maybe the House wasn't as easy as I want to retroactively look back and act like it was, as far as being able to talk to them and that kind of thing. Not easy to get it done, but it's easy to communicate with different reps. Some of it may be just the fact that we're later on in the session, so there's less senators with just as much work to do, so I guess they're just tied up a little more. But nonetheless, we just haven't been as successful getting, especially with the committee members, being able to get in to talk to them and everything. So right now, HB 51 is just sitting in we thought we'd go to education on the Senate side, and we'd gotten together with some education committee members and felt like we had a good jump on things, and it ended up getting shifted over to the Health and Welfare Committee, which is also where HB 28, it's like a employee vaccine protection bill that's just being held up there. So I mean, I'm gonna give you a list of the people on that's on this committee. We got Ralph Alvarado, Stephen Meredith, Julie Rocky Adams, which is a lot of, especially the people in our JCPS group, in our Oldham County group. It's our senator. It's my senator now. Karen Berg, Danny Carroll, David Givens, Denise Harper Angel, Jason Howell, Alice Forgy Kerr, Michael Nemus, and Max Wise. I've been getting emails and texts and all this stuff for the last 2 months, just thanking me for everything I'm doing and all, yada yada. I mean, guys, I'm not saying this to try to sound humble. I'm being honest. Like, what I'm doing down there is secondary. Like, 51 got through because of emails and calls. I mean, I had reps just thumbing through their phone, showing me what their inbox looked like, or reading me emails, telling me about their tallies that were coming through about requesting support for HB 51. And so anything I did down there was just complimentary to that. I mean, so like I'm trying to make sure I don't get too cocky in my own efforts and what kind of impact they're having. I mean, nothing is going to happen with HB 51 unless you guys start emailing and calling and putting, tweeting and tagging and whatever the heck else is can be done to put pressure on these people. If we don't do that, they're going to sit there and they're going to let it, because again, some of these people, some of them mean well, some of them just don't understand what's going on. Some of them are small-minded people and just think that we're talking about a mask bill and that there's no future ramifications of anything they do. But with most of these bills, they shouldn't just be worried about the here and now. They should be wargaming them out and saying, like, what are the ramifications of if we do this, if we don't do this? Is it going to help or hurt, or is it going to have unintended consequences? This bill isn't just about it. Obviously is about the here and now, but most of our kids are out of mask now in public schools. This thing's about now, but it's also about the future. I mean, do we want to have to worry about mask every time a new COVID variant pops out? I know this bill is only COVID specific, but it does set the precedent that it could have to do with other things going forward. And it definitely sets the precedent, again, like if we leave this in the hands of school boards, they will be morally obligated to mask your kids up every time a bad flu comes around. Because again, now it's not about, does it make them sick? It's about, are they getting sick and taking it home to grandma and then they're responsible for your grandma's death or somebody didn't even know at the store's death? Like, that's what we're talking about. I mean, y'all can say that's going too far all you want, but it takes one person to like think that that's what is happening here and filing a suit and winning, and then it's over. So again, I'm still positive about it. I think that the only reason that they haven't moved it is because the Senate side, they aren't aware of the massive outpouring of support that this bill was getting, that made it, get through the House side. So ball's in our court. I don't like all those people I just read out. We need to be emailing them, calling them, especially Ralph Alvarado. Like, he's one that I have, it's kind of evaded me, and I don't think it's been on purpose, but again, he's a busy guy. He's a chair of a committee, but like I cannot get any FaceTime with him or whatever, and I don't think I'm going to with any of these other people as well because it's so late in session. So we got to be hammering on him, telling him this is important and it shouldn't be that daggone hard. I mean, it's already through one entire chamber. Like, there shouldn't need to be anything changed. It's not some bill that's encompassing 10 different topics. I mean, it's literally like, we couldn't have been any more concise with the amendment that we drafted. So they just got to get it out of committee, and I'm confident if we can get it out of committee onto the floor that we can get it passed, because I have been able to get with other senators and garner support there, and it's like I'm very confident that we can get it voted through, and this shouldn't be something that takes up a lot of floor time. It shouldn't take up a lot of committee time. It should be debate on it in committee for 5 minutes, pass it out, and then get it to the floor, debate it for 5 minutes, and pass it. I mean, it's that simple. I mean, it's really not that complicated. So yeah, I mean, so that's what we got to do. So again, Ralph Alvarado, Stephen Meredith, Julie Rocky Adams, those three especially, and I've heard that Danny Carroll may be one that's holding us up. Some of these people are still on this local control nonsense because they think we're taking away certain powers of those local school boards and leaving others. And it's like, no, actually, we are doing the opposite of that. We are saying, the legislature nor the school boards have any power anymore when it comes to dealing with COVID-related health issues, whether it be masking, testing, quarantining, and most importantly, the vaccine. Like, just get it out of your mind. There's no reason to think about it. Get back to your school board meeting and talk about what we voted you in there to do, which is we're about education. And so, like, this whole local controlled nonsense, it's nonsense. Because then the same people that voted against HB 51 because they said we were doing that, then voted for HB 28. He got 15 more votes whenever HB 28 actually does only take away one power of the school boards, which is the vaccine, being able to require vaccines on children, but it leaves in their purview masking it. So 51 actually does that. 28 actually does that. I still want it to pass. But 51 is the antithesis of that and does the exact opposite and actually takes away, relinquishes the power, doesn't reallocate it. That's something I would continue to harp on with them. Is it's not reallocating power, it's relinquishing power. So I want to touch base with y'all on that. Let y'all know that I see people saying it's dead. Listen, guys, if I would have listened to that the first day I went down there trying to, garner support for HB 51, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. I'm not worried about the naysayers, people saying it's dead and all that. Like, I'm going hard in the paint until it's over. So, y'all can know y'all got a soldier that's gonna be down there for you. But I need you guys way more than you need me. Let's put it like that. I need y'all texting, calling, emailing, tweeting them, tagging them, all that stuff. Those the health and welfare Senate committee members. And if we can do that and get it out of committee, we will get it passed. So don't listen to the people saying it's dead and all that stuff. Like, it isn't dead until we decide it's dead. And all we got to do is said that the emails that calls, it's been amazing how many reps talk about it and reference it, and how many of them ask for us to do the same thing with other bills and that kind of thing. But it's like they got to show us something. They got to show us we can get this one all the way through. So like I said, I'm going to do a video later today comparing and contrasting something that happened yesterday with another bill, and it is important. But again, I think we got to win this battle first. So to my ask of y'all today, please, said Ralph Alvarado, Stephen Meredith, Julie Rocky Adams, Karen Berg, Danny Carroll, David Givens, Denise Harper Angel, Jason Howell, Alice Forgy Kerr, Michael Nemus, Max Wise. Blow them bad boys up. Let them know, we coming. Y'all gonna do it? Y'all gonna make this happen, or we're coming? All right. So nice talking with y'all. Thanks for listening. I probably could have said I listen a lot shorter of a video, but brevity is one of my strengths. So love you guys. Thanks for listening, and feel free to comment. Share this. This is a public video. Share it in your pages or whatever, and shoot me a message or text if y'all have any questions. Talk soon. Thanks.